Hello everyone, Dr. Elise here, and today we're going to talk about how to care for your armpits. So deodorant is a really important topic when it comes to our health overall, mostly because conventional deodorants that you may have been using for most of your life have toxic compounds in them that can and do affect your health. So let's talk first about how regular deodorants work. So most deodorants have aluminum in them, and the purpose of the aluminum is to clog up your pores and make you not sweat. So why do we develop stinky armpits in the first place? Your armpits, just like your gut, are filled with natural bacteria, and those bacteria are normal and they're good. But when those bacteria come into contact with sweat, that's what creates those stinky compounds that give someone body odor overall. So traditional deodorant helps to fix that by clogging up your pores and making it so you don't sweat with the aluminum, and that makes it so that you don't stink. Now, there's a couple problems with that. Number one, aluminum then gets into your lymphatic system, and aluminum has been directly linked to cancer, such as breast cancer, which is very near the armpit, and it has been directly linked to Alzheimer's. So we really want to get away from aluminum deodorants, and we want to try to seek something more natural. The other problem is when we clog up those sweat glands and the body's not perspiring, that's a natural detox pathway. So you're also preventing your body from detoxing and toxifying your body at the exact same time. So what do I do for my armpits? It's been a long journey of figuring out how to care for my armpits and make sure that I'm not stinky throughout the day. So the first thing I want to talk about is how natural deodorants work. So most natural deodorants are going to not make it so that you don't perspire. They're instead going to basically neutralize the bacteria. And so what I like to use is first a deodorant called Crystal deodorant. And I know that this is going to show up a little bit backwards, but you get the idea here. And I don't have it in person, but I have some little pictures to show you what I use. So I don't use that exact brand. I actually use the Norwex brand, but a Crystal deodorant. So what a Crystal deodorant has in it is a compound that works to kill the bacteria, and that prevents body odor. So I use that Crystal deodorant first. And then on top of the Crystal deodorant, I use an aluminum-free deodorant, and I use this one called Megababe. And this one helps to make it, again, so it has compounds in it that release a little bit less sweat, absorb moisture, etc. Now, everybody's ecosystem when it comes to their armpit is different. So this happens to work for me. It might not work for you. There's a lot of deodorants on the market that you can try to see what works best for you and your body overall. My suggestion for you as you're switching over, it can be pretty tough because you can get kind of stinky, is carry around wipes with you so that you can reapply in the middle of the day if you find that you feel like you're getting stinky. So you can kind of wipe everything off, reapply your deodorant overall. Try different deodorants. And a couple of things that I like to do regularly just to take care of my armpits is, number one, this is one of the skincare products that I use, and I just kind of like to use this to scrub out my pits. So you can find this at Target or online. And then the second thing that I think really helps is doing what's called an armpit detox. And so this Indian healing clay you can get right on Amazon. And if you apply that to your armpits, it just kind of helps to clear out your armpits overall. So I use those two things on a semi-regular basis, maybe once every couple of weeks, just to make sure I'm caring for my armpits overall. I also, at night, will put like coconut oil on my armpits. So feel free to do that. It is part of your skin. So especially if you have a skin regimen for everywhere else, you should have one for your pits as well. And that helps to just take care of my armpits. Some other deodorants that I think are great and worth trying, native deodorants. Primal Pit Paste is a really good one. One of the struggles sometimes with deodorant besides odor is people end up developing rashes. And the reason you get rashes is because a lot of natural deodorants have baking soda in them. And the baking soda, again, is to reduce sweat. And so If you find that you develop a rash, you just have sensitive skin. That's me. And so I can't use any natural deodorant with baking soda in it. So you want to make sure you're looking for an aluminum free and also a baking soda free deodorant. And that will make it so that you're not getting a rash from the deodorant likely. Again, if you do come up against anything like that, feel free to ask me questions and I can give you some tips. But keep trying because there's definitely a deodorant out there for you. The other thing to keep in mind is sometimes we get more stinky because we're toxic on the inside of our bodies. So really important to make sure that we're fueling our bodies with good nutrition, that we're drinking a lot of water so that our bodies are constantly getting rid of the toxins that we have within us, and that we're getting adjusted because adjustments help with the detox process overall too. So let me know if you have any questions, drop them below, and let's make this a year where we start taking care of our pits.